All right, today's stiff one of the week. This is something I've laughed at over the years, and I thought it would make a good stiff one here. You ever watch public? Do they have public access shows anymore? Like in your town, someone can pay for the airtime and go on and talk about baseball or whatever they have.
No, I don't have anything that I guess the closest thing we would have
past. It might not be.
Yeah, no, I think that the whatever the local cable company is. I don't have the local cable company, but they have Channel 18.
Right. They show like the town meetings and shit.
It's like news on the 8s or weather on the 8s and all this shit. Where it's.
Well, Manhattan's public cable system was notorious for a long time for a lot of bizarre programming by the general public. Al Goldstein's Midnight Blue, we saw a little Al last week, originated on there. Robin Bird, famous porn woman, had a sexy show where people would sit around in the buff and talk about making adult films. And I guess this was on, I think, Manhattan Cable. It's a guy who had a political talk show, and all of Manhattan is stiffing this guy for this clip. They call in prank calls all fucking night long. This is a compilation of this guy getting hammered and destroyed. Why do you even try at a certain point to continue? But here, I'll find the guy's name so we can at least give him a shout out. But this has become a very popular meme. From the video, it looks like it might be the 90s.
Yeah, how you doing? That it's just how do people feel about it? Hi, you're on the air.
I was wondering, are you also the cable doctor?
Yes.
Oh, you have dual roles.
That's right.
Okay, just curious, and hopefully the guy that does taxi talk will give up his job to you too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, you're on the air.
Yes, I was wondering if I can have my AV switch connected to two VCRs.
All right, well, you have to call me on the other show. Thank you. Hi, you're on the air.
Hi, Ken.
Yes.
I think it's good that people can have handguns so we can shoot people like you.
Right.
Facts.
Fuck you.
Hi, you're on the air.
How you doing?
How are you?
All right.
What do you think? Should we carry handguns or what? Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot people like you.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye. Hi, you're on the air.
Hello, Ken.
Yes.
I was thinking that if the criminals, you're trying to give guns to people to fight the criminals, wouldn't that make it just as easy for the criminals themselves to get guns? Because if you're opening this market up for the just plain citizens, the average citizen is not going around looking for a gun. It's the average criminal that's going around trying to find any weapon he possibly
Good point.
can. So that would just make it twice as easy.
That's a very valid point. And that's what one of the big arguments that the police have is that a lot of the illegal guns get into the system by burglaries. Like most people keep their gun near their bed, most likely, and so a criminal come in, rob your house, and steal your gun, and it would get into the system, the illegal system. So that's an issue. Hi, you're on the air.
Hi, caller called before with a very valid point. I think it was one of your first calls.
Yeah.
Fuck you cocksucker.
Hello?
Hi, you're on the air.
Hi. How you doing?
Okay.
What is it good?
Hi, you're on the air. Hi, you're on the air.
I don't think the city was willing to pay for something like that. It's
Probably not,
It's
but
an
it's-
added expense.
But it's a good idea, but you're probably
yeah, it's
right.
a good concept, but what's the chance that Mayor Dinkins, who can't even clean up the city, I fucked your mother up the ass? Yeah, I think maybe we should...
That's an interesting point he's making, but then
His
again,
mother
we
got
have to see
fucked
what
up the
happens.
ass.
That's what this show's about, to discuss these issues. Hi, you're on the air.
Hello, Ken.
Yes.
I was wondering how you would think that it would be possible to regulate the sale of these guns, and wanted to know if you suck dick.
All right, well, in answer to your second question, no, and I'm not sure how we would regulate the sales. Hi, you're on the air.
I think you need a federal law first.
That's good
if
enough.
You want to have a law in
He
New
answered
York
the
City
fucking
against
question,
guns.
though. God bless him.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hey,
Is
Ken,
there-
how you doing?
Okay.
Is there any way we could fucking put his head on Buddy Rich?
It's not too far off, though, actually.
We find some fucking gems, man.
I was digging the
Absolutes.
hair, the fucking entire cat that was sitting on his head for the entire show. It is now time for Dear Sexy. We're bringing it back.
Why is
Go
it?
ahead.
Why is it that we like that? sophomoric, like you're talking to him and you're giving him a prank call, and then all of a sudden you turn into a sophomore in high school and you rush your delivery. And I was just one more thing, Ken. Hi, Buzzy.
I love the ones that don't even try and they just scream "fuck you." It's unbelievable.
To shoot you, motherfucker.
See, kids today don't realize there was a time when you called somebody and you didn't know who was on the phone. This is before caller ID.
We used to terrify. We'd find out like whoever was like their mom and dad were going out, and they had like 3 girls would be at the house. We'd call their phone. We're gonna murder you.
Actually,
Fucking just terrify them, right?
me and a friend, we were having a sleepover. We were probably like 13 or 14 or something. What we did was we opened the yellow pages at like 2 in the morning, and we went down all of the limousine companies, and we ordered a car for 5 a.m. for each, a different place for each house on my block. And then at 5, we just went to the window and watched the block fill up with limousines as all the drivers were getting out, going like this to each other.
Wow.
You can't do that debauchery anymore.
No, they'd have 85 ways to catch you.
I should have been locked up for that, but there was just no way to do it back then. You were able to skate.
See, now, I would have fucking said, wow, it sure is funny how the Oliver family didn't get a limousine.
Didn't get a car.
Right? I would have had to send one to my house just for the coverage.
See, I wasn't that smart.
See, that's what I mean.
I was diabolical enough to think of the plan, but yeah, I probably would have got nabbed in the getaway car. 430 59th Street doesn't have a fucking limo in front of it.
You need to watch it because you're the kind of person that becomes a convict, and I'm the person that is a criminal.
Correct. There was a difference. Like when someone said to you, "Were you ever arrested?" and you said no, and you said, "Oh, do you mean convicted?"
Yeah.
Wasn't that you? Did you tell me that? Oh, okay.
No, fuck, it was going into Canada, and
Right.
they had just gotten linked to Interpol. So, before, man, it was just Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
I ain't done shit. And you didn't have to have a passport back then to go to Canada. You'd have some fucking form from the wrestling company.
All right. All right.